Hey,
What up?
buddy.
What up, guy?
Hey, buddy. Hi.
Are you groundhogging today?
I'm good. I'm groundhogging real good.
That's what's up with the playa.
I'm prairie dogging. A little turd out my butt. He's gone. Oh, there he is.
You're prairie dogging?
Yeah, a little turd's coming out of my butt.
Oh, that's nice.
Did you
Are you
finish the whole movie this
constipated?
time? I'm never constipated.
I did. I did.
Nice.
I 3 weeks of laundry built up, so I watched that, and then started Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which Alex and Paul are finishing.
Nice. I need to watch that again. I've only seen it once, and I think a
Four
really
nice
underrated
episodes.
Tarantino film.
I mean, like the best. Yeah.
You think it's the best?
I mean, it might be. Fuck.
Could be.
So fucking
I
fun.
I mean, Django, Gloria. There's like
Yeah, you
all of
love
them
Django.
basically.
Yes,
I
perfect.
really enjoyed the Hateful Eight actually too.
Of course, I love that one too. How are we
Good
starting
shit.
this bitch?
I thought about us being stuck in a time loop, but on like in like the worst situation.
Like Arbor Day.
I thought about Arbor Day. I also thought about 9/11.
We could do 9/11. Do it 3 times over. That might be offensive though.
Yeah.
We could do. We could do. We could just wake up, pee the bed every morning. Oh shit.
Oh, I pissed myself.
Yeah, good idea. Great idea.
I pissed myself. Oh no.
How is it gonna
I'll
be two
just
of us though? Maybe we'll just be buddies hanging out. You know, have a sleepover. Yeah.
and each day I piss the bed, but each day you react differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do
Ready?
it 3 times over. Wait, I gotta get I got you, babe, cued because that was in the movie.
Sonny and Cher. That's gonna play in our intro.
Yeah.
He died in a ski accident.
You died in a ski accident.
Whoa. Don't be predicting that. You're gonna feel real bad if I die in a ski accident.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. I got you, babe, ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Here I am.
All right. I'm gonna piss myself. That's gonna be good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, play.
Hey.
Oh,
What's up, bro?
oh. Turn that fucking alarm off, man.
Good morning. Good sleepover, bro.
Fuck, what? Why is it so wet in here?
Oh,
Fuck.
oh, it smells like
I
piss.
pissed myself.
Bro,
Oh my god.
bro must have had too many last night, am I
This is
right?
the worst. Why are we in a bed together? Oh
Bro, how many
no.
beers you slam?
Oh my god, this better be beer in the bread. Oh my god, I pissed
No, you just
myself.
pissed yourself because you drank so many beers, but dude, that's pretty epic, honestly. You know, it
Oh
had to
yeah,
happen.
honestly, that's it's kind of
That's
funny. This,
yeah, I
we'll
mean gross, but like fucking the dudes, the homies are gonna love this shit.
we'll tell this story for the rest of our time, but let's
Wait,
let's not hope it happens
wait,
again.
wait. Morning, bro.
Is this Sonny and Cher? Didn't he die in a skiing accident? It's too early to think about skiing,
Morning.
man.
Good, that was a good sleepover, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, I loved that sleep. Oh my
Oh, what's that
god.
smell?
Oh my God, I pissed
Oh,
myself.
oh. You know what, man? It happens to everybody, man.
I
You
mean,
know what?
this
I
is,
pissed myself every night until I was 17 and a half years old. So I get it, my guy.
dude,
You
and
know,
you're like
it's
17 and
in
three
like three
fourths now.
quarters. Yeah. So
Wow.
honestly, I may have just snuck over and pissed in your bed, but it happens. There's nothing to be worried about. We're homies for life, and I love you.
I love you too, man.
It's okay.
That's why you're sleeping in my twin bed with me. That's
Yeah,
okay.
this bond. You think this is some embarrassing type shit that we're on? We're actually on some love type shit because I get you, homie.
I love you, man. I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Fuck, I better not have pissed the bed. Oh, he's waking up. I gotta get the sheets. Gotta get the
Going,
sheets.
bro.
Okay, can you turn off that alarm for
That was
me
a
real
good
quick?
sleepover.
Can you
Yeah,
turn
sure
off that
thing.
alarm for me real quick?
Oh, what's that?
I don't smell anything. It's Febreze. It's Febreze.
Bro, no. Bro, I know piss when I smell it. What the fuck, bro? Was that you? I know
No,
it was.
no,
Fuck, it wasn't me.
I, I,
Bro, it
I.
was you! You fucking son of a bitch! You fucking said if I skim over, you would fucking not piss the bed, and you fucking piss the bed again. God fucking damn it, just fucking kill you!
I love you.
You're
I
fucking
love.
dead! Fuck you! You're gonna eat this fucking sheets.
A longer intro, but I kind of liked it, you know?
I spit everywhere.
Yeah, I saw it going.
I went for it, as they say.
I,
The cat's
I
meowing.
I thought it was a of course we're 3 minutes in. You'd already left to go get the cat.
Stop, Tinjo.
Paul can keep him occupied.
They can't. I cannot.
They're too invested in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's what happens when you're watching good cinema. God, I love when we do a good movie on here.
It's cinema, man, and we're movie guys at our core. You think sometimes we're shitty trash guys, or we're goblin people. Yeah, shit, shitty like this fucking guy, but no, we're fucking patrons of high art, and we know what sophisticated good cinema fucking looks like.
Yeah, the fucking goblin people are Seth and Devin. Could you imagine if
And
there was an
Jinjo.
episode with just Seth and Devin and Jinjo?
And Jinjo thrown in there.
That episode would be unhinged.
They would love it. Any movie they would put in front of them.
I know, right? They would actually all probably hate it. Devin would hate whatever it is. Seth would give it a 7.3, and Jinjo would
Evan
go
just
ape
has the
shit.
opposite opinion of what he should have.
I know, right? He'd probably hate this, but we love cinema, and we watched
We love
51st.
we love movies.
We
No.
watched 51st Dates last week as a
Yeah, we
Love
did.
Lad film, and we enjoyed
Last
it.
week.
But this is a different ball game here. This is
this-
our masterpiece. Love
This
Lads.
is a movie.
It's a movie. And so, with that,
I'm Lucas. What do you have
I'm
questions for
Brandon.
me?
I got questions for you.
Usually, folks, if you don't know at this time, Brandon inquires about some things. Sort of like a yeah. And
like
I'll
Tim
try and
Allen.
answer. Awoo? Give me some awoogies.
We're not gonna call him questions. Hey, you got any awoogies?
Awoogies for me. Serious film cinema lover. Do you got some awoogies?
Oh boy, do I have awoogies. I hawk awoogies sometimes.
Good. Throw them my way.
First question. Do you like the song I Got You Babe by Sonny and Cher?
I do. I do. Like, it's a good song. I love Cher. A lot of her facets.
Bobbleheads.
He died in a ski accident.
Like that one girl.
Sonny did.
The mom from The Parent Trap.
Or one of the Kennedys.
One of the Kennedys, almost Jeremy Renner, but that was actually snowmobiling. Never mind.
Yeah. And that was like when he was getting his mail.
No, he wasn't snowmobiling down a mountain to get his mail. Maybe
Oh,
he
is that-
was. Where does Jeremy Renner live? I don't know. He could live in a mountain.
It was either him, maybe it was the Russian guy who died, who was in Star Trek. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know this one. No.
Boris. It's not Boris. Boris Yeltsin, or is that a prime minister?
I'm
There's a
my
Russian
knowledge
actor,
of the
very famous guy. Like in his late 20s, was in Star Trek, like the new Star Trek movies. And then I think he went to go get his mail in like a four-wheeler, and he like went out to reach for it too much, and it tipped over.
damn. You shouldn't try and grab your mail
I
while
shouldn't
riding the
have.
four-wheeler. You could have just got off the four-wheeler.
Sorry.
It would have been way easier.
Anton Yelchin.
You were actually pretty close. You got that
It
last
was
name right.
Boris Yeltsin, the former president of Russia. Yeah.
Oh wow, you nailed it.
Who also died getting his mail from a four-wheeler.
Damn. That's
No,
just
he died.
via execution.
You go. I'll look up his death.
Okay. Aruka number 2. Do you like Puxatawny Phil?
I hate him, actually. Heart disease got him.
Damn.
Not Puxatawny Phil. Is he the same Pucks?
Forever? I
How
don't
long
know
do
how long.
Groundhogs Day? Is he
I
Pucks
don't know
3?
I don't know how long groundhogs
His
live.
lore.
All right now, take a guess of how long groundhogs live before I look it up.
Rodents, 15 years, 35 years, something like that.
Groundhogs live for, oh my god. Males are typically, the average lifespan of a groundhog is 3 years.
So he's definitely different on that.
Well, that doesn't seem right. That's from Fish and Wildlife Groundhog, but that's in.gov. But on pbs.org groundhog fact sheet, oh yeah, it is. In the wild, they can live up to 6, with 2 or 3 being the average. But in captivity, they've reportedly lived up to 14. So they've had many Puxatawny Phils.
Plural fills, yeah. Okay, good. Good agoogie.
Good a woogie. And last but not least, do you
The
like
final
time loop
agoogie.
films?
Typically, I don't think so as much as normal people or the layman. People fucking lose. You love it, and I'm not decrying any the Palm Beach movie.
Palm Springs,
Looper,
yeah.
people like, or Jumper, whatever one is. I think they both might be.
I don't think either of them are time loops,
Finding
but
Nemo. They're all. I don't know. Maybe nothing. I don't know.
what the
Layman's.
Finding Nemo?
Yeah,
What the hell?
good movie. Yeah, let's go with the cat's meow.
Well, if you have answered yes to any of the awoogas of liking the song "I Got You, Babe" by Sonny and Cher, if you like Puxatawny Phil, or if you like time loop films, you've come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and
It's
the
an audio
awoogies.
medium. It's a podcast. Every week we come at you with film analysis and critiques and then background information and quotes, fucking quotes, like I promised.
Yes.
Like I fucking promised. Yeah, and this is our podcast, and I'm Lucas,
And I'm Brandon, and we want
and
to
we're
get
humble
in.
servants of good cinema.
We want to transcend the listening experience, not just entering your ears, but entering your mind, tickling it, making
Yeah,
you desire more.
more cinema. This is what it's all about. We get you.
More information,
get you.
balls deep.
Get you in here, yeah, and then you're like, art? Do I love it? I do. Maybe these two chaps, they can lead me down a path of better art.
Yeah, that's us, baby. Brandon and
For the
Lucas,
chaps.
Lucas and Brandon in the flesh.
Seth
the
quit,
chaps.
or didn't quit. Is he hiatusing?
He's just probably sitting at home on his couch watching the NBA All-Star game. To be honest,
What's his? Yeah, it's complicated, his status with the show. Turns out.
Yeah, he's in a polyamorous relationship with the podcast.
He's doing a different podcast. Yeah,
Devin just quit, and he just sometimes wants to just fuck around with us,
which is fine.
Yeah.
That's Devin for you.
That's Devin,
That's our guy. And then
and this is a movie
with a director this year.
We've got drinks.
Drinks, fuck. I don't have any drinks.
I don't know. I've got water. Hey, hide your flask.
You're on your 90-day cleanse still, right? You wrapping that up? soon?
Yeah, in 90 days.
What? You just started today? You relapsed?
I relapsed.
Fuck, Brandon.
I drank piss, you know.
You said you could drink piss. I
They could
remember.
drink piss. Yeah.
That was
If you're
part of the
drinking only water
stipulations.
and nothing else, that's why I pissed the bed over and over.
That's true. That was a good
90-day
bit.
water cleanse.
I got nothing.
That's okay, you know.
I had a
If you
wild
need
berry
to, you
pop
can.
tart like 20 minutes ago.
Those are good. I like the wild
I like
berries.
the wild berries. I'm wearing the G
That's like
Shock.
the yo, you're always winning. Is that the purple one with the blue squigglies on top?
What?
The Pop Tart.
Oh, I
Wild
think you have the
berry.
watch. Yeah.
Nice. And a G
People care
Shock.
about the watch.
Yeah,
I've
tune
got
in at
a lot of feedback about what
tune
watch
in
I'm
at
wearing.
1540 on the YouTube video. You'll see that G Shock. So today we've got our masterpiece, Groundhog Day.
Oh, bon appetit, suivi. Groundhog Day. Director Kurt Rambis.
From 1993, it's Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis, close.
Kurt Rambis was a power forward for the Lakers in the 80s.
He's also a very talented filmmaker in his own.
That same Kurt Rambis?
No, he coached for a minute though.
Oh.
I coached too though, so I guess I'm his equal.
Yeah, and you're a great filmmaker. I think you're just better than Kurt Rambis.
Better than Kurt Rambis and Harold Ramis and Lucas Lorenz. Our final middle school girls game is tomorrow.
And you're going to win.
I hope. We haven't won one yet.
Check out our Facebook and Instagram. Go back a long time. You'll see a little bit of work from Lucas and I. Lucas, Quack Dealers, and me, the Dog Days. We both made little trailers.
We are filmmakers.
We're filmmakers.
And artists, and we love good cinema. And Harold Ramis has done films such as
Caddyshack.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Great film. Love
Vacation.
Christmas Lampoon's National Vacation.
The original, yeah.
All those. Love it. Chevy guy.
Stewart Saves His Family.
He sure did. I'm pretty sure he's an SNL guy, one of those dudes.
Multiplicity. Analyze This.
Analyze This, yeah. It's therapy.
How about Bedazzled?
Never heard of it. It seems like a good idea.
He did Year One.
Oh, no.
And 4 episodes of The Office.
Was Year One on our podcast or tossed about?
It's on our master list, but we haven't done it ever yet.
Bandied about. It's bad. Alex likes it.
I think it's actually pretty funny, but it's genuinely bad.
Yeah. Rambis is an interesting figure.
Not Rambis. Harold Ramis.
And did he write this thing?
He is one of the writers. One of
how many writers?
One of 2.
One of 2 writers, folks. That means he wrote all the consonants and the other person wrote the vowels.
Yeah, that's how they mix it up. Harold Ramis has done the same writer work as he did directorial, but then also National Lampoon's Animal House.
Oh, my classmate was in that.
Yep, exactly. Meatballs 1 and 3.
Yeah.
He did Caddyshack 1 and 2, and Ghostbusters 1 and 2 he wrote.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. Some of my stepdad's all-time favorite movies among the bunch.
Caddyshack and Ghost. Oh, and he also wrote Stripes.
And Animal House. Stripes also among that. Bill Murray's guy also.
Yep. And then the other writer's Danny Rubin. He's written Hear No Evil.
Can't Hear Evil.
SFS.
The Super Fun Squad.
Sierra Foxtrot Sierra. I don't know. He did a Stork Day.
Ooh, stupid. I remember that shit.
It's a spinoff on Groundhog Day, but it's storks.
Yeah, storks.
Telling
Lots
the
of
weather.
storks.
And 12 episodes of a show called Our Own Devices.
They were left to him.
Our Own Devices.
Devices, as he would.
And then a cast. You already said one.
Did you see that the Oscars for next year are adding a new category of best casting.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think that's largely to our work. Now, dude, thanks to our like campaigning for it on the show. Now, if they would only recognize like bass fishermen and stuff within this category, then
Yeah,
we
I think
know it's a
so.
true tip of the cap.
I mean, like, is it better to cast a giant cast for Dune 2 or to catch a fucking bluefin tuna?
Yeah, like a 200 like on the dot fly cast. Are you kidding
Ooh.
me? Right,
Oh my
place it
god.
right where you want to. Drop that bait right on that fish's head.
Right
He's
on the
like, fly,
fucking tuna's
ah,
mouth, bro.
fucking tuna,
It's not a fucking tuna, man. Um,
tuna, bro.
I also heard a while ago they wanted to try and get best voice actor in there.
Heard that. I've heard long. I've heard stunting.
Mm-hmm.
They've campaigned for. I think it has to do with leadership roles, though. I've heard a lot of casting directors right now are in charge of academies.
I see. I just know that like they had a long time ago wanted to do voice actor when Ellen was Dory for Finding Nemo
Yeah,
actually. And they were like, "Holy shit, she killed
recognize.
it as Dory." But then they didn't. And then like years later when they did the live action
Her.
remake of The Lion King,
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
her's a good one. But Billy Eichner for Timon they really wanted. Her would be
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
But fuck them.
but fuck a cast though.
But fuck them. We
Ooh,
got Bill Murray.
yeah. Bill Murray, our main guy. A
He's
gem
a
of the
guy. He's
90s.
and Wes Anderson's muse
Exactly.
nowadays.
You've also
Evilly.
got Andy McDowell.
Oh, baby.
You've got Chris Elliott,
Yeah.
Stephen Tobolowsky,
Yo,
Brian
yo.
Doyle Murray,
Good name.
Marita Garrity,
All the above.
Angela Patton, and Rick DeCummin.
Become
DeCummin.
kind of a two-hander, two-hand lead. It's a rom-com. That's why we're doing this. It's a romance, but it's also a comedy. Underneath, we're on top.
It's a love lad.
Hey. Yeah, he's a love
Hey.
lad. He didn't realize it, but then he did
Mm-hmm.
after he killed himself.
God, I love good romance films. Let's talk about
And
it. A
and good
plot.
suicide. Yeah.
Good no.
You don't love it. Yeah, we got a plot though that involves that.
In movies, it's a narcissistic, self-centered weatherman finds himself in a time loop on Groundhog Day. Great.
He was narcissistic, yeah. And then he learned, Brandon,
Yeah, he
after he
did.
killed himself. Yeah. He's a good it's a good plot for a movie, which is probably why it turned out to be a good movie.
Whoa, spoilers.
What? Our ratings?
Good movie.
Well, you've definitely said it's a masterpiece over and over. But I guess
I have.
that like is like our quote unquote this has been labeled a masterpiece, and then the whole tension of the show is do we agree? So I guess I don't necessarily know. It's supposed to be a good movie, right?
Yeah, there you go. And how about some history?
I bet it's chock full.
And how about some history?
I'll take some history. Oh shit. The history's coming. Ah! It's gonna repeat itself.
I get shot over and over and over, and how about some history?
The history repeats itself.
That is beautiful. That's poetic. Did you just come up with that?
I did. Thank
Patent
you.
that phrase. Copyright, trademark, patent.
General patent that phrase. I came up with that too. Go. I'm on fire. Live, laugh, laugh. I'm on fire. Girl on fire. I wrote that song too.
Patent, copyright. These are all trademarks of The Good, the Bad, the Movies. Anybody who
You made
tries to replicate will be prosecuted.
$100 million.
Not persecuted. We're so rich.
History.
History. So, I've got this. That Groundhog Day is a 1993 American fantasy romantic comedy film. Rubin
Good.
conceived the outline of Groundhog Day in the early 1990s. He wrote it as a spec script to gain meetings with producers for other work. It eventually came to the attention of Ramis, who had worked with Rubin to make his idea less dark in tone and more palatable to a general audience by enhancing the comedy aspect. After being cast, Murray clashed with Ramis over the script. Murray wanted to focus on the philosophical elements, whereas Ramis concentrated on the comedic aspects. Principal photography took place from March to June of 1992, almost entirely in Woodstock, Illinois. Filming was difficult in part because of the bitterly cold weather, but also because of the ongoing conflict between Ramis and Murray. In the years since its release, the film has grown in esteem. It is often considered to be among the greatest films of the 90s and one of the greatest comedy movies ever. It also had a significant effect on popular culture. The term Groundhog Day, meaning a monotonous, unpleasant, and repetitive situation, has become a part of the English lexicon. Buddhist, Christian, and Jewish scholars have analyzed the film as a religious allegory, and Groundhog Day is also credited with having ushered in mainstream acceptance of comedy film with a fantasy genre element. In 2015, the screenplay was listed as the third funniest on the WGA's 101 funniest screenplays list, behind number one, Some Like It Hot from 1958, and number two, Annie Hall from 1977.
That's
In,
right.
two, in 2006, the United States Library of Congress selected the film for preservation in the National Film Registry. Groundhog Day was adapted into a 2016 musical and inspired a 2019 video game sequel, Groundhog Day Like Father Like Son.
On what platform, I wonder?
Fuck it, I don't know.
It's a
2019, you
Switch.
played on
I'd
the
probably get
Switch?
that. Yeah. Groundhog Day 2. Groundhog's Revenge. Interesting stuff. I've heard that Bill Murray was quite the creative force in this, actually, that he almost like semi co-directed it with how much influence he had over the story and direction it went. So interesting that that was not like a happy thing.
Mm-hmm. A lot of contention there. Also, I loved finding out that this was just one behind Annie Hall because I remember bringing that up so
Yes.
long ago, 2 years ago actually now,
Yes.
about the
Annie Hall being like
WGA's
one of the
funniest
funniest,
screenplay list.
of course, which it still was. We love Annie Hall and Woody Allen for everything that he's got
He's
going.
ever done, yeah, ever. And then obviously the National Film Registry for preservation for being historically or culturally significant for us. So
I
at
know.
tack
And
another
look,
one on.
we'll go into Big Rob's review later, I would guess, but I remember him last episode saying that this was like the most spiritual movie of the 90s for American cinema.
Boom. Big Rugs later. Spoilers.
Did you add him just now, or was he there already?
No, he's there.
Fuck yes, we're on the same wavelength, cinema brother. Let's talk Fellini. Let's talk fucking Hitchcock. Let's talk some fucking budget.
Two chaps talking budget.
Oi, we got some any shillings? There's two
How
shillings in
many
the other room.
how many pounds?
Oi,
Oh, that's a
oi.
good joke.
There's 2 shillings in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many pounds? I would like a guess because it's guess the budget. So budget time.
Budget time.
Guess the rhyme. 90. Harold Ramis. 93.
If you do in the books, you better not fudge it. Let's play a
Fuck,
game
fuck.
called Guess That
Guess
Budget.
that budget. Usually, I think the standard rom-com is 20 mil. It's a little bit prestige. I'll say 20 mil.
20 mil. It's actually coming under that. It's 14.6.
14.6 million. And inflation, though, so if it was made today, it would probably cost $800 million.
That's the inflation. If we're doing it directly based on rent inflation, I bet it's 800 million.
$800
Yeah.
million to make. Yeah, okay. Cheap little flick back then.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm guessing other aspects of the financial returns for this movie, right?
You
Like
sure
I'm some
are.
sort of fucking accountant. Yeah. Hollywood math, they say is, I'll go opening weekend, just in America
Just in America.
and Canada, of course.
America and not Great Britain.
No pounds here. Scooby Dooby Doo. This movie made 22 million at the box office opening weekend.
It's a good opening weekend, but not that high. 12.5.
12.5. Okay. Pretty standard mid hit. Probably open at number 2. Okay.
How about US and Canada though?
Had to have grown some growies. $65 million.
So we're they're growers, not showers. It's 71.1.
That's close. You got to give me that.
Yeah.
I get the win on that one.
That's a Winnie. That's an Amoogie. Wait. A Woogie.
A woogie.
And how about worldwide?
Come here. 118 million.
I was actually shocked by this worldwide. It was 71.1.
Whoa. Whoa. People don't like her.
But
This movie.
it did make money worldwide because I put in specifically for the guess I gave. You would have said 71.1. I would have given it to you. But US and Canada was 71.108. Worldwide, 71.109. So
What?
somewhere out there, it made $1,000.
It's screened officially.
I think it made. I think I remember the math. It made $958.
That's
somewhere.
weird. That's bizarre. And that's,
Yeah.
I mean, it is like a weird holiday for just Americans only, I guess.
Yeah.
So your layman Kyrgyzstani watching this would be like, why is there a fucking groundhog? Why do they care? I mean, I do that sometimes. Why do we care? It's always wrong. The fucking little rat thing is never right.
It's so bad. Yeah.
No, and he always looks fucking stupid when you haul him out of there.
So do the people.
They look ridiculous. Yeah.
It's funny. You just mentioned Kyrgyzstanians, and the other day at work, it was like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about football and whatnot, and traveling, and how snowy it was in Buffalo for the playoffs.
Football. Yeah.
And we were looking at how close Buffalo is actually to Toronto, because they're just like on the other side of Niagara Falls, basically from each other. Like, holy shit. So then we were looking all over. Then I ended up scrolling all the way out, and I was like, all right, guys, where are we taking vacations to? And then all of a sudden, Tajikistan came up. So we were researching everything about Tajikistan. Man, they live at like an average of 12,000 feet high in Tajikistan.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking, yeah, they're basically Sherpa people.
And it's a war-torn country, except for just a couple little areas. I learned so much about Tajikistan. It was great.
Are you going to vacation there now?
I don't think so.
Where would you vacation?
We already said this. Our dream vacation spot, yours was Cairo, Egypt, and mine was the moon.
I just want to go where there's a movie theater, right?
There's got to be one in
I'm
Egypt.
happy. Probably not on the moon.
Probably
You
not.
hate cinema.
Yeah, that's it. But think about how many movies I could watch on my trip to the moon and back.
Oh yeah, DVDs. Yeah, you'd be living good, movie style. Plot.
Tagline.
Let's do the plot. Oh, okay, let's do the tagline.
I already did the plot long ago.
That's right.
We'd have to reverse through the budget, through the history, and back to the plot. It's tagline.
Yeah, time loop. Let's tagline.
Also, it's a Winnie. Wait, where do you think this movie made money? $958. In Britain
Mexico.
with the chaps?
I think there was a ban on American cinema at that time, so Mexico.
All right. Well, let's go with Mexico. It's tagline time, and I've got 2 of them for you.
I bet they're like whimsical or make you think, one of the 2.
The first one's long. It's, what would you do if you were stuck in the same day, over and over, anything you want and everything your heart desires?
Weird. It's Wonka-fied a little bit.
Yep. The second one, he's having the worst day of his life, over and over.
That's a little good. That's a little better. But doesn't capture the beauty of it.
Yeah, like where's all the 12th night connections, you know?
12th night, yeah.
Yeah. They should have brought that up, I think.
Let's say, I'm going to throw something out there, Brandon. These were not the best taglines, even though it's a good movies. Should we try and like make our own, see if we can improve upon the idea?
Love the idea. We're creative chaps. We love movies. We can do it better.
Yeah, and we're not restricted by corporate dickheads, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. So maybe something like
love
Love never dies, even if you do.
That's great. What about, oh, this is good. What about the slicer, the dicer, and neither are nicer?
You're right, Brandon. I don't know if it's relevant to this podcast, but it sounds so catchy anyways. It might
But
sell.
it's a good tagline
It could
regardless. Yeah.
sell. It could sell. He's back and it's doing the same day again.
I just like he's back. I think that's not bad. What about time loop or more like time poop?
Time poop. That might be too good. Oh, it gives away a lot of the movie. You don't want
Yeah,
people
you're
to know
right.
it's a time loop movie right away.
True.
How about this guy has to live the same day every day over and over? And it's Bill Murray. Come watch it.
It's starring Bill Murray and Andy McDowell. Come down to the theaters right
Come to your
now.
local movie house. We hit some good ones, probably our initial ones.
What about? I was trying to think of something
Groundhog
with
Day.
groundhog. I was thinking like ground shaking.
Groundhog Day.
This'll 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 blow your brains out.
Pork and ground pork day. Pulled pork day.
Pulled pork day.
Yeah.
What about don't be shocked if you watch this over and over?
Ooh. Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be good. Because of the shocking,
It
because of
sneaks.
the
It's
toaster in the
and it
bathtub.
sneaks. It sneaks in the fact that they has to relive the same day and over. And if you don't know about it, you're thinking they just think I'm gonna watch this movie a lot, and then afterwards you see the poster going out, and you're like, "Whoa, they snuck it in there."
And people tell us we shouldn't be in Hollywood.
They
Corporate
tell you that?
corporate dicks and fuckheads.
And fucking dickheads. The kids tell me that every day.
That you
They say,
can't be in
"Leave, Mr.
Hollywood.
Lawrence." No, they tell me I should be in Hollywood. They say, "Leave, Mr. Lawrence. Leave us alone. Quit hitting us and go somewhere else. To Hollywood, perhaps."
That's and they mean it. Yeah, they do. Well,
But kids, because
those
kids can't lie. That's
yeah, they're like elves. They can't lie.
correct.
Well, those are some good taglines. How about facts? We've got obviously groundhog facts,
Groundhog facts.
ground
But that
facts
would
day.
imply some biological facts about the species, the groundhog, which I am not prepared for.
I am not either. I don't know
Fuck.
much about this large mammal.
Are they a
Rodent
mammal?
like I think so. Yeah, large rodent
They're
like
not a
mammal.
frog?
No, they're not amphibians.
You mean
Amphibian
like a frog?
facts.
But frog facts, he means. You can be a mammal, a lizard,
It's a
a
reptile.
frog.
That's an
You can
amphibian.
be a bird,
That's a
and you
bird.
can swim.
It's
Those
fish.
swimming guys. So everything else, everything falls into one of those 5 things.
Mammal, lizard, frog, bird, swimming guy.
So
Facts.
the fish. Facts. Those are the animal kingdoms.
What animal kingdom? What about time loop facts? Oh. Let's do the time loop again. Facts.
Let's do time loop again.
Again.
Facts.
Facts. Let's do the time loop again. Facts. We love a good song fact name. I mean, we did the.
We're progressing more and more into a musical.
I think about the. You can tell everybody this is Boone's song facts. I think about that so much.
Those are
It's so
great.
funny.
What a great episode.
Or
Has that
Ryan.
been getting good views?
I think so. What about Ryan?
How's our YouTube doing?
Our YouTube actually has been getting nearly double-digit views instead of like 1 or 2 a lot. It's been great.
Chugging along.
A
That's
couple of
pretty
them
good.
with like 30s, a couple of them with 40s, one of them with 50.
Yeah. What about our overall numbers? How we doing? We're chilling,
A little lower than it used to be.
but higher YouTube numbers.
Yeah. So
I guess it's balancing out.
compensate. Or what about the Ryan Lord of the Fly Like an Eagle facts? Also good.
All right.
Tropic Thunder's facts. We
Yeah,
love musical facts.
we are turning into a musical show.
Let's do the time loop again.
Facts.
Facts.
How many
Let's
do you
see.
got?
I think I have a lot. I think I have 11. I have 12.
Number one,
12.
please.
I have 12th night facts. The first one is that Bill Murray was bitten by the groundhog twice during shooting, and he had to have anti-rabies injections because the bites were so severe.
They didn't give the groundhog rabies shots beforehand.
I guess not. I was on a deep dive on Twitter the other day with about rabies. It was like I don't know, it was like horrifying videos or something of Twitter page, and it was just a man like trying to drink water that had
Oh, the
late stage
Indian guy.
rabies and he couldn't. Yeah, did you see that?
Oh yeah, I've seen that video.
Then I
probably
clicked on it.
100
I went
times.
through everything, like learning all about rabies. It was like all Indian dudes too, over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
they can't help getting rabies. Yes,
So
they're
it's
addicted
terrible.
to it.
You get those rabies shots for your dogs and things. Next up is
Or else
that
just shoot
Harold.
Old Yeller. Yeah,
Oh yeah, and Cujo. Old Yeller didn't have rabies. He just was old,
sure he
wasn't he?
did. No, his name was Old Yeller. He had rabies. That's his whole fucking thing.
He was yelling. He was, "Ah! Ah!"
Yeah, there goes Old Yeller again. Yeah,
He was old
we're
and he
gonna
was
shoot
always
him.
yelling.
No, he had rabies. He had
Next up
rabies. Very soon.
is that Harold Ramis originally wanted Tom Hanks for the lead role, but decided against it.
Everybody did at that time.
Yeah, saying that Hanks was too nice. And so Hanks instead did Philadelphia, and he won Best Actor.
He's had some curmudgeonly roles, but yeah, I could. He is America's nice guy.
Tom Hanks has had curmudgeonly roles.
A little bit. He's had some.
Yeah, I mean, he did Elvis. Did you ever? You didn't see Elvis. There's
Yeah,
no
that
way
was
you
a
saw
ridiculous
Elvis.
performance. I've seen his performance in that though.
What's another one?
Or Bridge of Spies, or
Bridge of Spies. Yeah, that one's not bad. He did.
maybe Mr. Banks.
That's not curmudgeonly. He did Captain Phillips, which isn't curmudgeonly, but is definitely more.
He's scared.
It's not lighthearted. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like scared.
And then he did Larry Crown. Do you remember that
Larry
one with
Crown
Julia
Affair.
Roberts?
Yeah, no. Thomas Crown Affair, is that different?
I think so. Larry Crown was with Julia Roberts, and he's like trying to go back to community college or something.
Oh,
It was
that's
supposed to
stupid.
get all this
He's
buzz because it
stupid.
was Tom Hanks and
Julia.
Julia Roberts, and then it was kind of a
And it
dud. It
turned
was
out it was
okay.
stupid.
Oh, Cloud Atlas.
Good. I like that movie.
Next, Bill Murray, Stephen Tobolowsky, and Harold Ramis have both been honorary grand marshals for the Groundhog Day celebrations in Puxatawny,
That
Pennsylvania.
makes sense. That does make sense.
They got to be called
They
back
get it
every
going.
fucking year. Yeah.
They try.
Next, in the original version of the script by Danny Rubin, Phil Connors was already trapped inside the Groundhog Day at the start of the story.
Ooh.
And we joined him on a typical day with the audience wondering how he knew everything that was going to happen around him.
That's
And Harold
interesting.
Ramis promised not to change this aspect of the script, but then ultimately decided to do so.
Broken promises equals a broken man, but good, probably good choice to ground it at the start.
And we've talked about, you already mentioned the Palm Springs, where he already, we start the movie and Andy Samberg's been in it for
Yeah,
an unknown amount of
undetermined.
time. He knows everything that's going on around him, and he's just saying random things, and you're like, oh, that's kind of funny. And then later when you see it again or you think about it, you're like, oh shit.
He's been there.
Yeah.
All along.
So I think
Chilling.
both ideas actually work
They
pretty
can
well.
work.
Yeah. Next, among the content of the special features, Harold Ramis states that the original idea was for Phil to live February 2nd for about 10,000 years.
Jesus Christ.
Later,
That's
he says
fucking
that
funny.
Phil probably ended up living the same day for about 10 years.
In the history of the movie, 10,000 years is hilarious. It'd be
10,000
like
years
a
is a
god
long time.
wizard.
I know.
10 years is still a long time, but
10 years is
they
a
probably made the
really
right
long
call.
time. Next, Danny Rubin and Harold Ramis both said that they avoided exploring the truly dark side of Phil's time lapsing, in which he would commit psychopathic actions without consequences, including things being like homicide, rape, torture,
Yeah.
etc. I think for the better part, you're gonna do a rom
It'd
com.
be
You
a
should
different
probably
movie.
leave homicide
Different
and rape
movie.
out of
And
it.
rape
Yeah,
and torture. Yeah.
yeah,
A little bit. It would be a little bit unredeemable, I think. If
yeah.
Phil fucking raped somebody and the next day he's like, whip-de-doo.
Oh, what's going
Be a little
on?
irredeemable. Because
Yeah,
I watched that fucking Clint Eastwood movie where he rapes someone in the first like half hour of it, and then they like try and recover it later on. He's like, no, they deserved it. It was bad. And then you're like, nope, I don't like Clint Eastwood's character a lot
yep.
anymore in this movie. Yeah.
Not many movies can pull off you hating the
Pale
main
Rider,
character.
Easy Pale Rider, yeah, Easy Riders too.
Next, Harold Ramis directed the kids in the snowball fights to hit Bill Murray as hard as they could. So Murray responded by throwing snowballs back at their faces as hard as he could.
It seemed like they had a fraught. It was a fraught time making this. Very fraught.
I don't know what that word means.
It was fraught. Fraught.
I know how to spell it. I don't know what it means. You're looking it up because you don't know either.
Filled with or likely to result in something undesirable. Looks like I know.
The way you were saying it kind of sounded like maybe it was a
It was
fun
fraught.
time.
No, it was fraught.
Okay, fraught, yeah. Next, Bill Murray was undergoing a divorce at the time of the filming and was obsessing about the film. So this is that psychological aspect. He would ring Harold Ramis constantly, often in the early hours of the morning, and Ramis eventually sent screenwriter Danny Rubin to sit with Murray and iron out all of his anxieties. One of the many reasons that Bill Murray stopped speaking to Harold Ramis for several years until shortly before Ramis's death in 2014.
That is interesting. He was like, I got to throw myself into something so I don't go crazy in my divorce. And then the director was like, yeah, fucking just chill, dude.
Yeah.
Instead of being a friend. A
Thank
big
you
up to
for
homie.
thank you for being a
But they did make up at
friend.
the end. That's good.
Yeah. Um, Pre-anti-penultimate is that a family of groundhogs was raised especially for the production.
Oh, because they die so quickly.
Yeah, apparently 2 to 3 years is so fast.
Plus, they probably had accidents with them. One had rabies, it turned out.
Oh my god, I watched this TikTok. It was like a nature document. It had David Attenborough.
There's
He
an
was
Indian
narrating.
guy with rabies.
I did watch a lot of those though.
Yeah, yeah.
So many, all of them.
All of them Indians.
Um, I watched this video where it was about figs, and it was about this specific non-self-pollinating fig, and one of the creatures responsible for them was fig wasps, and it showed this wasp burrowing inside the navel of like only 2 day time. It opens up just big enough for the tiny 2 millimeter long fig wasp to get inside its little butthole of the fig, and so it crawls in there. It tears off its wings and it gets inside and it starts getting all the nectar and pollinating all the little spores and the flowers that are inside the casing. And then it just
Yeah.
starts laying a bunch of eggs in there and dies inside of it. And then the eggs are in there for like 5 weeks and then they hatch. But the males hatch first. And then what they do is they take their kaleidoscopic penises and stick them into the eggs of the unhatched sisters and fuck the unborn sisters so that they're pregnant when they're
Okay.
born. And then the sisters come out, and then all the boys lead the way out
All the homies.
as protection, and then they just die from all the ants that
But
take them away and kill them, so that the girls can go and be pregnant and give birth in 2 days. And then that whole process happens again.
why? I don't remember why you brought this up.
Because
Why
we
are
were
you
talking
talking
about
about
short.
this?
We were talking about short lifespans, the 3 years. So then I thought of the fig wasp. How it's
Oh,
for
the
the
fig
girls.
wasp.
It's 2 days. They're born pregnant. They find a fig. They eat
Okay,
it and shit in it and lay eggs, and then they
good.
die. But the
That was a
brothers are
clean
born.
connection. You're right.
The brothers are born. They
The
fuck
bro,
their
the homies.
they fuck their unborn sisters, and then they die.
They're
Like
like,
that's
hey,
it.
unborn larva sister,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Yeah.
So I know you were happy I told that story.
So I forgot why you started that.
It all makes you.
It
You
was a
like
clean connection. You're
you
right.
were like, why is Brandon talking about
I
fig
just didn't know the
wasps
connection
fucking each other?
and
And
their
then everybody in
buttholes.
the comments was like, well, I'm never eating figs again. But apparently, it's only
You
like this
will.
one.
No, you will.
But there's like self-pollinating ones that don't have to do with the wasps.
And don't pretend you won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Next
Figs are
fact.
good. Next fact. After its release, several writers emerged claiming that the story was stolen
Ooh,
from their own
sure.
ideas. Science fiction author Richard Lupoff claimed that it was a ripoff of his short story 12:01 p.m., while Ken
Ooh.
Grimwood, author of Replay, was another. However, Danny Rubin said his only jumping off point of inspiration for this film was the story Christmas Every Day from 1892 by William Dean Howells.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's had this idea at some point.
And last week, I think after we had finished recording, we talked about time loop movies and we kind of like looked up a
Yep.
list. There's a lot of Christmas ones out there.
Yeah, it is. There are a lot of holiday themed ones.
Yeah.
They all revolve around a holiday.
Penultimate is that this is number 238 on IMDb's top 250.
Just snuck in, so it might get kicked out. Why is it
How
giving
do
a
you
thumbs
do
up?
that?
Did it do it because I gave a thumbs up?
I don't know, but mine doesn't.
What the fuck? I always hate that. It always is like someone's watching us. I always think it's Seth.
Seth's just watching us. I don't understand because you were like kind of like this. Like if you
Yeah, I
hold it
don't.
long enough, maybe.
It disturbs me every time.
And like the last time that happened, I was like, oh,
You
maybe you were
accuse
playing a
me.
joke on me. But this arm was here, and I could see this other arm right here. So I have no clue what the fuck just happened.
Yes. Fucking bizarro world. Anyways, so do you
Oh
have
my
movies
God.
that was near or something?
I sure do.
Is that part of your plan?
Scrolling. That is part of my plan. Let's see. It was number, what did I say?
238.
Well, when I clicked on the link, it's not 238 anymore. Oh, it's 241 now.
Already bumped down.
One's right before it. I remember, I thought there was one that we did on the podcast. Oh, Exorcist is 227. So just a little above it. But one's around it. To Be or Not to Be at 237. The Battle of Algiers at 238. Grapes of Wrath at 239. Sound of Music at 240. There's this.
Oh. 240, all timer.
Amores Perros.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
That's I'm pretty sure that's Alfonso or yeah, it's Alfonso Cuarón, right? Or is it Inarritu?
Maybe. I don't know. A film by Inarritu. Yeah. Just a 1940s film called Rebecca is 243. Of
course, it's Hitchcock.
Is it? Oh, it is Hitchcock. Cool Hand Luke, 244.
Good movies.
The Iron Giant, 245.
Oh, went to my high school.
And let's just round out the top 250. You got The Help. It Happened One Night.
Oh.
The 400 Blows. Gangs of Wasseypur.
I know it.
It's 5 hours and 21 minutes. The Gangs of Wasseypur.
Sounds like a good movie.
Directed by Anurag Kashyap. What in the world is this? Oh my lord. It's got severe everything. Sex, nudity, violence, gore, profanity, alcohol, drugs, smoking, frightening, intense scenes. And then the last one is Aladdin from 1992. So
Weird jumbled mix. I like most of them, yeah.
Yeah. And my last fact for you is obviously nominations. And this has its fair share. Let's dive deep.
Deep dive.
Deep dive. First off, you've got the BAFTAs. And it was the winner.
British Academy, yeah.
for Best Original Screenplay.
Big award. I can
That's a
see that.
big award. The 2020 awards, I don't know what that is. Academy of Sci-Fi, Fantasy, and Horror Films. Winner for Best Actress, Nanny McDowell. Nominee for Best Actor, Best Fantasy Film, Best Director, Best Writing, and Best Costumes.
Well,
American Comedy Awards. It was nominated for Funniest Actor and Funniest Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture for Bill Murray and Chris Elliott. British Comedy Awards. Us Chaps. Winner for Best Comedy.
Us Chaps.
MTV Movie Awards, Best Comedic Performance nomination, and the New York Film Critics Circle Awards nominee for Best Screenplay. So winning a BAFTA, it didn't even get nominated for an Oscar though.
Or Golden Globes, didn't seem, but it did seem to hit a bunch of different areas, like the Academy of Science Fiction, the BAFTAs, MTV Music Awards. It really did seem to hit a lot of different areas.
Yeah, people liked it. In 1993, that was so this came out in 93, so it was the 94 Oscars.
The Philadelphia year.
So this is the year of Schindler's List.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And that is the end of our Let's Do the Time Loop Again. Facts. We're in sync with that shit.
I think Nicole. It's Coca-Cola. She says movies taste good here at the movies. And then we have two options of the fork in the road, I think. We could have her get bit, have to fight a groundhog, or she has to like just do that for the rest of her life. Be stuck in the theater doing this ad for.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good because I was
rabies like an Indian man.
Oh shit, those are all good. My original idea was just that she is a waitress and she's at work and like one of those cracked out cooks thought it would be funny to flirt with her and try and lock her in the walk-in fridge, so she's just stuck in the fridge
every day.
Yeah, for the rest. Yeah, she's just in there. It's not even a time loop. She's just.
So she dies.
It's all a metaphor. It's like you feel trapped in your own life. You know, you're trapped in the same day. No, you're just trapped in a walk-in fridge.
But then she opens it, and the groundhog with rabies gets her.
Bites her, yeah. Turns her into an Indian with rabies, yeah.
Yeah, as she was meant to be.
So she's a waitress at where is she working? At Denny's, yeah, that's good. Cracked out cook flirts with her and tries to lock her in a walk-in. She's stuck in there for days. Opens up the door. The world's taken over by rabies infested groundhogs.
I get her. She dies.
She gets bit.
That's a metaphor.
She turns into an Indian man and gets rabies. Yeah,
it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor of would you rather be trapped inside with yourself or out in the sickening world, you know?
As an Indian man.
Yeah. It's two forms of torture. Self-isolation versus publicity torture.
Here.
And for Nicole, the groundhog rabies is like the paparazzi. Yeah, and life, yeah. So that's beautiful.
Alex and Paul just got to the flamethrower scene. I can hear it.
Oh, and you better get out there. Because it's
we got to finish this podcast because we got to finish this podcast about this movie. You almost gave away our secret.
No, I was listening to continue the show without you.
I was listening to one today, and it was not like very obvious, but like the sound was like different dip parts away from the mic, so it was like but they both sounded good, but it was different, you know what I mean?
Which one was it? I know.
I think it was the Cannibal Women.
There was one of them that was this next one's gonna be bad too. I think when in 50 First Dates, remember when your like mic came unconnected at some point?
Yeah, that was weird.
It all like our audio was like all lined up. It was like all jumbled in the second half. It doesn't line up like at all. So I had to use the YouTube for the second half. So the first half is us into our Good Mike's movie, and then the second one's
Yeah.
gonna be tinny, like movie.
They won't be able to know. They're too stupid.
They're so stupid.
All right. Well, I'll see you Tuesday, Chapo.
Okay, that should be just fine.
Peace.
Later.